Canelo was really was trying, couldn't get to him. He
Became a
looked a
fight
bit
where
frustrated.
Crawford made it where Canelo to have any chance, he had to go get close. So he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood.
I told y'all he gives them the march. Super Jack. He was a good fighter.
Yeah.
He made the fight look normal, guys. Yeah. He made it look normal. I know that fighter free with the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they have him off on it.
The boxing world remains stunned after Canelo Alvarez's shocking defeat to Terence Crawford. The loss has ignited fierce debate, raising questions about the Mexican superstar's future, his declining dominance, and whether retirement could now be looming on the horizon.
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness.
To get anything done. To get to the place that something was going to be done good. Yeah.
Once hailed as the face of boxing and nearly untouchable in his prime, Canelo Alvarez appeared a step too slow as Terence Crawford tore apart his usual game plan with speed, precision, and brilliant ring IQ. In the aftermath, boxing legends and analysts openly urged Canelo to consider retirement, warning that pushing further could damage not only his health but also the legacy he worked years to build.
After watching the fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, here are my two biggest takeaways. Number one, this high-key wasn't even the best fight of the night. The best fight of the night goes to the viewers versus sleep. God damn, bro. Y'all delayed the throwdown longer than black families on Thanksgiving. I don't understand why y'all be taking your sweet old time when it comes to these fights. Start them undercards at 5 p.m. at the latest. It's absolutely insane that we watched all these damn fights tonight, but the viewers were the only ones that was knocked out. No pun intended, but I actually got saved by the bell. I heard that ding ding, woke my ass up in the fourth round. So we're going to have to make some changes. Takeaway number two, however you feel about this fight, these guys are everything that's great about boxing. Word to Max Kellerman. We've been in this era of boxers where a lot of fighters have been prioritizing their record above actually fighting competition. And what these two did tonight, they didn't even have to do it.
At Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Terence Crawford shocked the boxing world by defeating Canelo Alvarez via unanimous decision to become the undisputed super middleweight champion. The judges' scorecards read 116 to 112, 115 to 113, and 115 to 113, all in Crawford's favor. What makes this victory historic is that Crawford jumped 2 full weight classes, becoming the first male boxer in the modern four-belt era to claim undisputed status in 3 different divisions. For Canelo, the loss marked his 3rd career defeat, dropping his record to 63 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses, with 39 knockouts.
I don't want to basically nailed on for you.
Yeah, that's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing. It's one of them things. God's got a great plan.
Do you think it actually could still happen, you and Canelo?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon, though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see what happens.
Hands up. Do you think Crawford will start the weight or should start the weight?
I reckon he will stay it because he looked good at it. He looked strong at it.
Did he seem hurt in there at all?
No, not at all. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked. But he's a goat. He's one of the goats.
Hamza, what you making of Terence Crawford? He just messed up his bag.
I know, bro.
He messed up his bag.
You say that, though. You say that. But listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan. And it'd even be an honor to share the ring with him.
Round 1 saw both fighters testing the waters. Crawford stayed mobile, circling with sharp footwork and flicking the jab, while Canelo pressed forward, looking to cut off the ring and land early combinations. Neither man landed anything decisive, making it a cautious opening. By round 2, Crawford's superior speed and cleaner punches began to frustrate Canelo. Crawford mixed in body shots and combinations, slipping away from Alvarez's big hooks and uppercuts that often missed the target. The trend continued in round 3, with Crawford controlling the distance and countering effectively, while Canelo lunged with predictable power punches, growing aggressive but increasingly reckless.
Was that the game plan to start turning it up maybe in round 4?
Well, first 3 rounds, I felt like I was in control. I think he was trying to figure me out.
Did you feel that you were frustrating him? He tried to lift you up. He headbutted you. Were you sensing that you were frustrating him?
Of course. He was a little frustrated in there, but it's part of the game.
The last question is that I know it's right after the fight. Have you feel yet the significance of this win and what it means in your legacy and your career?
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something, and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know. But for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
In the later rounds, Canelo Alvarez's frustration became impossible to ignore. Instead of throwing disciplined combinations or using clever feints, he lunged forward with desperate single shots, chasing Crawford around the ring. The once dominant champion was no longer dictating the pace but scrambling to create openings that never came. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford stayed calm and composed, controlling distance with precision and landing sharp, clean combinations. By round 9, Canelo's volume had dropped, his timing had unraveled, and his offense had grown painfully predictable.
You know, Canelo really trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looks a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford in all-time great.
Lennox, what do you make of the fresh?
What he's done is only special people can do these type of things. And Crawford is special, and he did it.
Champ, what do you make of the frustration? We saw in the 8th round, it looked like Canelo Alvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving well.
With his victory over Canelo Alvarez to capture the undisputed super middleweight titles, Terence Crawford carved his place in boxing history. Already undisputed at light welterweight and welterweight, Crawford had unified all 4 major belts in those divisions. Now, by adding the super middleweight crown, he becomes the first male fighter in the modern 4-belt era to achieve undisputed status across 3 separate weight classes, a groundbreaking feat that cements his legacy among the sport's greatest champions.
Is that Terence Crawford is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. On the judges' scorecards, which we will talk about, 115, 113 on 2, 116, 112 on 1. He won the fight by a unanimous decision and is crowned a 3-division undisputed champion. History tonight in Las Vegas, man.
Absolutely. I picked Canelo because I thought he was so much bigger, almost 3 weight divisions above him. But the majesty and poise of Terence Crawford's brilliance tonight was to the fore. I had it 9 rounds to 3. I could just about see 8 rounds to 4, the 16-12 score. I cannot see 7 rounds to 5 from 2 of the judges. Terence Crawford tonight, speed of thought, speed of hands, speed of feet, took it to Canelo when he had to. Canelo had no answer to him. For me, Terence Crawford moves up to the number 1 pound-for-pound spot in the sport right now, above Naoya Inoue, above Alexander Usyk. He is incredible. To become, historically, a 3-weight undisputed world champion, it just beggars belief what he's managed to do. He was immense tonight. He took it with humility. There was a little bit of emotion afterwards, but from first to last, I have to say it, Canelo did not have the answers for him.
Ryan Garcia showed his admiration for Terence Crawford following the historic victory over Canelo Alvarez, tweeting that Crawford had proved it and was now arguably one of the best to ever lace on gloves. Garcia also offered a sharp technical breakdown, noting how Crawford's catch and counter strategy was the key. He explained that every time Canelo loaded up with a single power shot, Crawford calmly absorbed it, fired back with precision, and alternated between using the ring and standing his ground when needed. Garcia praised the performance as very smooth, very nice. After sealing the biggest win of his career, Crawford himself took to social media with a short but powerful message, for all the nobodies. The words were more than a tweet, they were a direct rebuttal to Canelo's pre-fight insults. During the build-up, Alvarez had mocked Crawford's resume, claiming his opponents were nobodies. Crawford flipped that criticism on its head, proving with his performance that even against a superstar like Canelo, he demanded and deserved respect.
The last press conference, when I walked you down, when you were supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you're fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you were a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
And it's gonna be different from you as well. The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level.
I fought everybody. Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
No,
It's gonna be me.
I don't care about
will,
anybody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You're gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stuff a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez wasn't just another win, it was a seismic moment in boxing history. By conquering a legend to become the first man ever to achieve undisputed status in 3 weight divisions, Crawford proved his greatness on the biggest stage. His sportsmanship, even handing Canelo his belts back, showed the humility of a true champion. For Canelo, the loss raises big questions. Was this simply one bad night, or is it time to consider the end of an incredible era? What do you think? Should Canelo consider retirement after this fight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like to keep up with more legendary boxing stories.